Hello and welcome. This is Adrian. Thank you for joining me. And today we're going to play a new campaign in Europa Universalis IV with the Mare Nostrum expansion. It just released today, and we're going to enjoy the crap out of it. So, I was thinking about what country we should play. Most of the patch changes do affect Europe. I would say it's probably more of a Europe and North Africa centered expansion. So I was like, okay, what country to play? I was thinking Venice, but we just did a live stream with Venice in the previous Cossacks expansion. I was like Provence, maybe Savoy, or we could go north here and we could do Lubeck, maybe Hamburg, Riga might be kind of interesting. So I was really kind of unsure, and I actually decided, you know what? What about Genoa? Genoa's pretty cool. I enjoy Genoa. Um, they own some territory here in Crimea. They own Chios here in Greece. They own Azov, and then they have Corsica, Albenga, and then Genoa itself in Liguria. So yeah, I think we should do a Genoese game. Let's go check here. Let's just double check the settings. Normal difficulty, Lucky Nations, historical. Yeah, let's do a historical game. That's cool. No custom setup, nothing like that. And we're starting in the first start date. Okay, let's go and do it. And we'll go ahead and we'll make this Iron Man. I'm not really aiming. Me personally, I'm not aiming for any achievement or anything like that. But we'll go ahead and just play and we'll do it. We're just gonna enjoy it. We're gonna have a good time. I got the content pack, I got the expansion itself, Mare Nostrum, and then I have the new music pack. So, let's have some fun with it. Okay, alright, so first things first, let's go through our rivals. Looks like a rival to Byzantium, Hungary, and Milan, which is interesting. Yeah, let's rival back Milan. Crimea maybe, because they want my provinces, obviously. Byzantium, let's actually do let's do Crimea. Yeah, and then Ottomans, Hungary, Georgia. I'll go ahead and do. Interesting to think about. I actually would like to expand into Georgia, maybe, or Circassia. Uh, let's see, Byzantium. I really don't imagine that we could attack Byzantium, honestly. Just because they're so close to the Ottoman. So let's go ahead and do Georgia. Let's just keep it real nice and easy. Okay, so we have some unrest in a few of our provinces. It's not too bad. Looks like our corruption is growing for some reason. Religious unity. Wow, 0.22 corruption from just religious unity. Holy shit. Okay, so yeah, that's increasing by quite a bit, which is interesting. So we'll have to hopefully get that in order one of these days. Okay, so our income is, it could be put to better use. Okay, so here we're going to take our light ships. Let's go ahead and let's check out some of these mission settings here that come with the Mare Nostrum expansion. Repair threshold default. Not really sure what that means. Do we want our fleet to be aggressive? No. Let's have them go home at war. Let's do select mission. We're protect trade in. Let's see. Where should we protect trade? Actually, probably in Genoa. Because Aragon actually has most power in the Genoa node. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's double check real quick where our merchants are. Oh, whoopsies. It looks like they changed this trade map mode. Actually, it looks like the water got really dark, so you can see the trade nodes highlighted a bit better. Okay, that's kind of cool. So we have a merchant here in Crimea, and I don't see, where is our other merchant? Let's see up here. So we have 3 merchants. Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Where's my other guy? Let's check out this screen here. Okay, so we have... Okay, so in Crimea, in Champagne, and Sevilla. Wow. Okay, so Crimea... Let's check it out here. In Sevilla, Champagne, and then way over here in Crimea. I'm not entirely sure what good this guy's gonna do personally, because this actually routes over here to Ragusa, and it comes down into comes down over here into Venice, which is that end node, and it also does flow out here. It flows out into the Genoese node, but we might be able to make this guy. We might be able to put him to better use somewhere else. I'm thinking either in Alexandria, because we only have 6 trade power in Alexandria, or I mean even here in Tunis. I mean, we have 14% here, but really I don't think a lot gets back to us, especially here in Ragusa. We don't have a lot of power. Maybe it might even be worth just moving him to Ragusa. Interesting to think about. I guess for now we'll go ahead and let's see. Genoa, current trade power. Yeah, we might as well just move him here. I really don't find the use in keeping him in Crimea. It's not that much value anyway. Let's see. If our income drops like substantially or something like that, we'll check it out. And let's see here. So we have 4 galleys, 8 cogs. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and let's hire a general. Ooh, 222. It's actually pretty damn decent. Let's go ahead and see. Do we have any ideas, any missions we can take? So we got Greece and Gibraltar. Ooh. Cool. We might be able to strike at Granada. Or Granada. That's what it is. It's Granada as a state, but Granada is what they call it. What I want to check out here is not colonial regions. What's the map mode I'm looking for? Colonial map mode. So effective distance 158.5. Colonial range is 160. Interesting. Okay, so I can actually, if I'm correct, I can actually core these provinces. What I might do is I actually might attack Granada. That would be kind of cool. I don't believe Castile gets a mission to go after them. That would be really interesting. Okay. Anyway, should I take this mission or remove Theodoro? I could maybe remove Theodoro from the map, attack Theodoro. Could also be kind of cool. I guess just to start small, we'll actually take. Oh, inside the Gibraltar Theodoro. We'll take the remove Theodoro mission, and we actually get a claim for doing that, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and move to speed 3, and then can we convert anything? I don't believe so. And so okay, so let's look at allies. Who could we ally that's useful? If I do come out here to Granada, I would say that France is going to be a good ally. And they will accept an alliance, and they, for some reason, will accept an invitation to a trade league. So, okay. So let's see. Do we want to have a trade league? Is there somebody that we could use that would like to be in a trade league? I think Luca. They would accept an invitation. Might be something to think about. We could either conquer them, or we could just have them in a trade league. Siena as well. They actually wouldn't accept a trade league offer yet, so let's go ahead and let's improve relations with them. Anybody else here? Ragusa is also a target for a trade league. Yeah, Ragusa could lead the league as well, so should watch out for that. Let's go ahead and let's build up our military. So we have 10 regiments and we can support 13, so let's go ahead and let's do 2 infantry. And just because my income is going to be a little tight, let's go ahead and do 3 infantry. And we can support quite a few more ships. It's either between light ships or galleys. So I'm actually going to do... let's see here. I'll do 3 galleys. And when I have some more money, I'll do 2 more barks. And we'll hopefully increase our trade power a little bit. And so... just to... I think I'm trying to think. Is there anything else we should do? So we want to focus on getting a trade league up. I just sent an offer to. Did I send an offer to Luca? I think I need to, if I remember correctly. I sent an alliance offer to France. That's what I sent. I'm improving relations with Siena. Let's actually go ahead down to speed 2. And is there anything else I can do? So I'm gonna have some high corruption. I think for a little bit it's gonna increase. So we need to be careful with that. Once I get some income going, we should worry about trying to get that corruption down. But for now, let's go ahead and pause. We're just gonna go to speed 2. Okay, so France accepted our offer for an alliance. So now I'm gonna come here to Lucca. I'm gonna come here to Siena, and we're gonna try and form a trade league. And let's see here. Because I have a claim on Theodoro, who they allied? They allied Trebizond. Cool. Independence guaranteed by Georgia. Interesting. It would be interesting to attack Trebizond and Theodoro and take them both, but I think I might just do Theodoro just to stay away from the Ottomans. The farther away I am from them, the better. Let's go ahead and move our army to Kaffa. Okay, and let's see here if Lucca will accept a trade league offer. Okay, so it looks like they did. Looks like we have a trade conflict against Aragon, which is interesting. Siena will now accept an offer for a trade league as well. So let's see if we can go ahead and do that. Okay. Looks like Siena also accepted our offer, and I'm also going to do... I think Mantua would be a good addition. So let's go ahead and let's do it. Okay. And let's see here. Is there anybody else in the immediate vicinity? I don't think so. So now the people in our trade league are highlighted here. They're in pink. We are green. Our allies are in blue. So Mantua wants an alliance offer. Who are their rivals? Ferrara, Lucca. Oh, so they're allied. They're rival to Lucca. So there's a potential for them having conflict. I'm gonna go ahead and deny this. Let's go ahead and pull back our diplomat. I'm gonna improve relations with Austria, and I'm gonna improve relations with. Ooh, sorry. I'm gonna improve relations with France. And so. Oh, cool. These guys here. So let's go ahead and let's see. Vaal Barbary pirates of Limson have raided the coast of Corsica and Albenga. These provinces will be effective for quite a long time. Their total loot was 469 sailors and 80 ducats. Wow, holy crap. Okay, so there we have a demonstration of the raiding mechanic, which is fascinating. So it looks like some of the some of the Berber states, they just raided us actually. Okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's not good, but that's cool that they did that. So some of our loot was gone, some of our sailors were taken. So, but we have a lot of sailors, we have a lot of men. At least some decent manpower. Looks like corruption, yeah, it's getting up there. And our income's not bad. We're making wow, we're actually making two ducats, 2.55 ducats now. So let's go ahead and let's try and increase the amount that we put towards corruption. Let's do 20% of our income towards getting that corruption down. And we're about to have let's see. Oh, these are okay. So these are, yeah, protecting the trade node. And looks like Ottomans declared war on Albania. Okay, so that's gonna be happening. All right, so let's check it out here. So let's go ahead and get the rest of our army over to Kaffa, and we'll invade Theodoro, however you pronounce that. And we have some more ships. We're producing some ships. It's gonna take just a little bit, but they'll be on the way. Let's improve relations with France, improving relations with Austria. It's gonna be good. And so I want to take Theodoro. Hopefully, I want to be able to defend myself against Crimea because they definitely dislike me. They really dislike me. Let's look at people that dislike me. The Ottomans definitely hate me. Georgia, Circassia, Crimea. Hungary. Looks like Crimea declared war on Circassia, though, so that's okay. Hopefully, we might be able to pounce on that. And I think that our diplomatic relations are best spent just improving some relations with some of the big powers. France can hopefully protect us. Let's see. Bankruptcy of the Casa San Giorgio. 1407, Ufficio de San Giorgio began a banking business lending money to its shareholders and providing services such as bills of exchange. By 1437, the bank also managed the mint. Continued state borrowing and undercapitalization brought the bank down in 1444. What shall we do? So we can either save the bank, gain a ridiculous amount of inflation, or let it die. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice the tradition there. I do not want to spend administrative points to get that get the inflation down. I don't think that'd be a good idea. Provence wants military access. They're at war with the Papal State in Urbino. I will go ahead and let them do that. Okay, so we've slowed the growth of corruption. It's not really going up that much anymore. Still have our ships on the way. And we can produce one more bark. About right there. And yeah, we don't make a lot of money. I do think I need to keep my military income up. Let's see what's going on over here. So cool. Looks like Circassia, yeah, they got some new unit models. I can't tell who else got some new unit models, but ooh. So obviously this early in the game, hordes do have a lot of power. Their troops are very, very effective troops, especially their cavalry, so we need to be careful. Muscovy declared war on their new enemy, Novgorod. Ooh. Looks like a pretty historical game for now. Okay, so yeah, Lucca, Siena, and Mantua were all in a trade league. It's a defensive pact. I'm the trade leader. It'd be cool if we can get other persons in there, but I don't see... Ooh, check it out here. Looks like Poland denied the Union. Let us appoint a local noble instead as their choice of action for the Union. Okay, so there is now... Let's see here. Barbary pirates raided Costa Sio. Oh, damn. 107 sailors, 19 ducats. Okay. Yeah, so there's no Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth now. They're just allies. They're not in a union, so... Excuse me. That's cool. That's really interesting, actually. The underhanded rogues of the Ottomans have a goal to claim Sio as their own. Ooh. Looks like Byzantium and the Ottomans have claimed Sio. That's not good. That's my province right here. Okay, looks like Anhalt... Are you serious? Anhalt way up here in the north has requested to join my trade league. So the question is, remember, a trade league is a defensive pact, so we all have to band together to defend ourselves against aggressors. My question is, especially having an ally so far in the north, is it worth the risk? Somebody could attack him, and we get dragged into wars way up here in northern Germany. I'm actually going to go ahead and deny that, because I don't want to take that commitment. I would really prefer to stay here. I would prefer to stay here in... Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I would prefer to stay here in Italy, in Mediterranean, in Mare Nostrum. Georgia declared war upon their new enemy, Circassia. Wow, Georgia's coming after Circassia, and so is Crimea. They're coming after the Circassians, too. Okay. Milan declared war on their new enemy, Switzerland. Ooh. So, let's see here. Milan. Milan has guaranteed the independence of Ferrara, and Milan has no allies. Athens has claimed Sio as their own. Wow, okay. And then Austria and France are actually allied, too, so that's pretty cool to know. Let's go ahead and let's come here. And so we're going to declare war. We're going to go ahead and declare war on Theodoro. I think it should be a pretty easy war. Trebizond will try to support them, but I don't think we're going to have that much of an issue. And let's go ahead and do it. Okay, and we have a pretty decent general. Yeah, 222. No siege ability, though. That's okay. And looks like we're going to destroy their fleet there. Let's go up to speed 3. And looks like a smashing victory. 7.68 war score. Looks good. Okay, I think that'll be a pretty easy war. I don't think we're going to have anything to worry about. Let's see here. Alright, some of our ships are going to be done. Looks like we already have one ship done here in Corsica. Okay. And we'll go ahead and, let's see. Oh, sorry about that. Cats running all over the place. Let's see here. Should I build one more ship? I think I should. I think, oh, looks like Milan claimed Genoa as their own. Ooh. Should be pretty interesting. I can build one more ship, right? 22 out of 23. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go here to, I think, Albanga, and we will go in. We'll build another bark. I'm actually going to go ahead and have my one galley here. Let's see. Explore, hunt enemy fleets, blockade enemy ports. I'm actually going to go ahead and have my galley just chill for a second. Looks like this war is going to wrap up pretty quick. We're actually losing, let's see. Cool, so we have 2,241 sailors. Okay, so that's a lot of sailors for, I think, just in general. So that's pretty cool to know. Compared to maybe like other countries in the Mediterranean, so we can support a lot of ships. But I mean, especially if we come into this big war and we lose a lot of our ships, it'll take a long time to be able to rebuild our navy because our navies require sailors. This is actually historically something that happened to the Ottoman Empire. Is in the Battle of Lepanto in, I believe, 1527, around there. There's this huge battle between the Ottoman Empire and the Papal State. It was over like 100 galleys on each side, or like 250 galleys. And the Ottoman Empire, in one day of fighting, lost like 10,000 sailors. And it took them, if I remember correctly, it took them some 10 or 15 years to be able to get that manpower back. So it's pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. They tried to simulate that here. Is that your sailors, your trained sailors, are a big deal when you want to be a naval power. So let's see. We have an event: poor government policies. Changes of policies, when poorly timed and made, were often wrongly perceived by the people at the time beyond their actual efficiency. Lose stability or lose money. Let's go ahead and let's lose the money. I'm gonna go into debt here, but that's okay. We'll be able to pay that off pretty easily. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna wrap that up. Took a loan of 43 ducats. That's okay though. We'll be able to pay that off pretty quick. We're actually, let's see here. Barb parts, Alemson. Trade League of Novgorod is disbanded. There were not enough members after Odie have left. Wow. Oh, come on. 49%. Come on. You can do better than that. Okay. Alright, so that'll be wrapping up pretty soon. Okay, so we run our siege. Okay, looks like that's finished up. And I mean, I already know that they're not gonna, yeah, because we have to get Trebizond out of the war. Although I really don't actually feel like going over there and trying to siege that out. I think it's just a waste of money and manpower. So I actually think we're just gonna sit tight in Theodoro and just hang out. Yeah, I think that'll be just fine. I don't really see a reason to go and waste my manpower, my money to go and fight Trebizond just to get him out of the war. So we can just sit and wait. They'll capitulate eventually. So we got that corruption down. We're spending a lot of money to get it down, but it only increases by 0.1 every year. So that's okay. It could be worse. We are basically making no money, though. And let's go ahead and let's blockade Trebizond just to get that war exhaustion up. And that's pretty cool. That's a new blockade mechanic. That's what it looks like when ports and such are blockaded. So we're going to go ahead and blockade Trebizond. Ooh, look at that. Their army actually came to meet me. Let's go ahead and let's take them out. They're actually retreating. Let's see. We'll hang on Kaffa for a second. What are they up to? Looks like they're going to be coming all the way around. They got military access from Crimea. Okay. So once they come here to Crimea, we'll go ahead. Once they're locked in, I think we'll come over here and we'll take them out. Perfect. Looks like well, we don't have a terrain advantage, but that's okay. Smashing victory. Okay, so full annexation. And okay, so we're almost there. Almost there. Yeah, obviously they're not going to surrender, but that's okay. It's okay. I do not feel like trying to siege down their province. Still losing some money. Corruption's not bad. Unrest is getting up there, but I don't see any increase in the revolt risk. Let's see here. Actually, it looks like we built... Did we capture a ship or did we build one extra ship? That's weird. I shouldn't be able to force limit, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and protect trade in... Yeah, I think we'll still focus in Genoa just to get that trade power up. Oh wow, looks like Milan was building a spy network against us, yeah. They're still at war with Switzerland, although it looks like they haven't made much progress. Let's go ahead and let's focus on building a spy network here in Milan. I want to get some power. Maybe I can fabricate a claim and take on Parma. That would be kind of cool. Like I said, I'm not allied to Austria, so they would demand that I return unlawful territory. I believe because Austria is the emperor. I'm almost positive, yeah. I guess we'll see how that goes. Looks like we're improving relations with France still. Looks like it's going okay. Let's go ahead and pull him back for just a second. Looks like we build spy network influence pretty quickly, actually. Still, okay, we're still not there. Trade protection, accessibility against Castile. Looks like Castile is actually privateering in some of our ports, which is fascinating. I don't actually think I've ever seen an AI do that before. Okay, so I don't want to attack. Let's see, who's Castile allied with? Just Portugal, huh? Okay, and then Castile has claims here now, and Granada actually allied with Tunis, so I don't think much is going to be coming out of that anytime soon, but that's okay. Trader refuses to serve the Republic. What does he plan to accomplish with this? It looks like we lose some power. That's a shame. Let's see here. Savoy a war? No, Savoy is not a war. Provence is, though. So, Provence declared on the Papal State for Avignon. Huh. It might actually be worth coming after Provence. They don't have any. They don't have any allies. It's just Lorraine. That would be something to think about, especially with this provincial territory. It's pretty territory. 21 development there, 10 development there. It'd be cool to have France's help and take out Provence. How does France feel? Ooh, how does France feel about them? Oh, France is actually friendly to them. So we'll have to see how that goes. Any headway here? Not yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we can, let's go ahead and pause for a second. So we can demand their full annexation. Take all their money. That's it. And that's it. Yeah, let's go ahead and lower autonomy here. And raise autonomy there. Looks like we still have quite a bit of unrest, which is a shame. Let's see, so 84 to gain a core. 84 administrative power, okay. And Crimea is a state. Okay, so there's states and territories, but this is a state. These are integral parts of our country, so they're states, so that's okay. How's the autonomy reduction? Okay, so we lose, yeah, minus 10. And there could potentially be a revolt here, so let's just go ahead and we'll have our ships just hang out. Looks like Crimea has rivaled us. Interesting. Florence wants an alliance. They're allied with Siena. Who are they rivaled to? Savoy, Ferrara, and the Papal State. And they have Cassis Belize on Castile. And the Papal State. Actually, I don't know about that one. I don't actually see a problem with having Ferrara as an ally, but I don't really see the benefit either. Why would I need them? I have France. So let's go ahead and decline that. Feast in Ferrara. I live with Savoy and independence guaranteed by Milan, so that might not work. Reading Gibraltar. Yeah, actually I don't really think it's a good idea to come after I don't think it'd be a good idea to go after them. Okay. Alrighty, okay, so we have a galley here. Let's go ahead and just merge up all our fleets. We have 8 light ships protecting trade here, and we have our main fleet of 16 ships. Looks like we're gonna have 7 galleys and 9 cogs. Looks like, yeah, we did capture a ship. Munster has joined a trade league led by Lubeck. Okay. Okay, so we can pick a rival. It's either Byzantium, Hungary, the Ottomans, Tunis, maybe the Papal State. I'm gonna go ahead and put Tunis. Um, unrest is not bad. Okay. But overall, I think we're in a pretty good position. We have France as our ally. We have our trade league consists of Siena. Ooh, election. Oh, looks like our Doge died. So, do we need a focus? Should we have a focus? We're definitely going to be focusing on naval ideas for sure, military ideas. With the new patch, there's some things about merchant republics expanding. You can only have a limited amount of provinces before corruption starts to get worse and worse and worse, and republican tradition gets worse and worse and worse. The larger you are as a merchant republic, the less republican tradition you're going to generate after, I believe, the cutoff is 20 provinces, and it also leads to an increase in corruption. So we're playing, basically, this game is going to be a tall game. It's not a wide game. So I guess if I have to pick a candidate, let's go for a diplomatic candidate. We're not going to have a focus. 4, 7, and 4. That's pretty good. We get global trade power, naval maintenance, and we get some decline to taxation. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and lower our maintenance to about 50% or so. Make 2.27 ducats. Let's go ahead and repay that loan. Switzerland wants an alliance. I'm going to decline that. I know they hate Milan, but I don't feel like we should have any commitment to Switzerland. They're allied with Mantua though, so I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea now. And hopefully I can attack Ferrara, but we will have to worry about unlawful territory because we're not allied to Austria. It would be nice, but yeah, Genoa already has a powerful ally in France. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm actually going to pull him back. We have pretty good relations with France. While we can, let's cap out the relations here with France, and then we'll actually start fabricating on Provence. A full annexation, or at least some pretty decent annexation, some pretty decent territory from Provence might be something to do for sure. The Draguignan and Provence. Byzantium's been building a spy network? Oh, so we discovered them? Okay. So it looks like a lot of people are coming after me. Looks like Milan broke their alliance with Lucca. Oh, they had allied, but then they broke that alliance. Interesting. I'm worried about Crimea here. I think actually attacking... Ooh, Circassica is a vassal of Crimea. That might also be something to do, is actually to support the independence of Circassia. Oh, they won't even accept it. Never mind. Would be interesting. And then we actually attack Crimea. That would be really cool. Austria declared war upon their new enemy Milan. Imperial liberation. Wow. Gilbray wants to join a trade league. I'm sorry, Gilbray. I cannot do it. I really think we should stay away from northern Germany. I know there's a lot of one province miners and they want to have trade leagues and such, but I want to focus here in the south if I'm able to. Is Ragusa a target? I can offer them an alliance. They won't accept a trade league, though. Fascinating. Is Aragon a target? Maybe. Could we attack Aragon? Does France hate Aragon? Let's see here. Oh, Circassia has claimed Kaffa as their own. Okay, let's go ahead and let's raise army maintenance, actually, just in case something happens over there. I don't believe it will, but you never know. So France is actually neutral to Aragon. So not much is going to come out of trying to fight Aragon. Maybe we can make something happen. We're actually going to find out, who does Aragon dislike. Their rival was Venice, England, and Austria. Ooh. You know what? Venice actually might be a pretty good ally to have. They dislike Aragon. I might be able to really use Venetian help. At the same time, there's a potential that somebody jumps on Venice and we're dragged in. So it's either Austria, Venice, or England that we could look for help with. Against Aragon. But we got to remember, England and Austria are great powers, so they already believe that, oh, you have France as your ally. Why do we need to ally you? Guilds obstruct trade. Okay, liquid trade power. That's a shame, but okay. But I believe Venice. Venice is not a great power. They're powerful, but they're not a great power. Let's see. Cossack aggression. Moving quickly by boat or on horseback, the Cossacks of the steppe are very adept raiders. Demand that these Cossacks be brought to justice? Yeah, sure. Ooh. Circassian response that they refuse to take responsibility for the raids into our country, claiming they are unable to control them themselves. So we get a border friction Casus Belli on Circassia. Interesting. And we actually increased our force limit from 13 to 14. I think we should get another unit of cav. Interesting. Something to think about. Looks like Provence is still at war. Oh my god, we need to pounce on this. Cool, new papal troops. Actually, I think they might have been there, but I'm not sure. That might be part of the content pack. Okay, so basically, I'm considering, should we ally Venice? Would it be advantageous? They're allied with Savoy. Receiving trade power from Corfu, Naxos, because they're vassals. Guaranteeing the independence of the knights. Conquer Cyprus is their mission. Ooh, Cyprus. Oh, that would be interesting. But Venice has a claim. So basically, I can either ally Venice or I could get Cyprus into my trade league. Ooh, look at that. Looks like Caramon has a new color. Ooh. I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually going to go for it. I'm going to ally Venice. I'm going to ally Venice because I actually do believe they can help me against Aragon. What I want to do against Aragon is take Sassari, Cagliari, and hopefully these islands here, Malta, Syracuse, Messina, and Palermo. I need to own all of this. Maybe even the Belarus, but we'll see. So that's what I'm actually going to do. Is I'm going to go here, and we're actually going to request an alliance with Venice. Yeah. Ansbach? No, sorry, Ansbach. Okay. Venice has joined a trade league led by... Okay, that's fine. And... let's see here. Monster provinces that desire CO. Now, one thing I could also do is to restrict the expansion of Venice into the Eastern Mediterranean. I could invite Cyprus into my trade league. And actually, you know what? I guess we will. I actually do find that would be pretty advantageous. Because now I don't believe they'll ever attack Cyprus, and even if they do, it's a defensive alliance. So, no. Who knows? Hungary's been building a spy network? Okay. We'll see how that goes, because I can use Venetian help against Aragon for sure. Allied with Florence? Oh, damn. If I went to war against Provence, I would need to fight Florence. That might be too big of a pickle to bite. Okay, so we have 14,000 men. I got a border friction Casus Belli against Circassia. When does that expire? Valid until 1753. Holy crap! Wow, it's like what, 305 years? I don't even know. That's weird. That might be a bug. That's okay though. Okay. And definitely attacking. Maybe looking into attacking. Yeah, maybe I should look into attacking Crimea. We'll see. We will have to see. Parma has joined a trade league led by Venice. Ooh, Parma. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Damn. Milan released Parma. Gave back all the land to Switzerland. Cool. Okay. And yeah. Waldstadt, St. Gallen, and Graubünden to Switzerland. Milan will pay. Okay, Milan will use Parma, yeah. And it looks like the Papal State allied with Aragon. We'd be fighting all that. How powerful is Florence? I'm not sure. Something to look into. Lorraine, Dragon. Yeah, I would definitely like to attack Provence, but maybe we can, maybe we can't. I'm not entirely certain. Very interesting to think about, though. Still improving relations. Maybe we should recall. Yeah, we should recall our diplomat from there. I'm still thinking about attacking Crimea. I'm not entirely certain. Actually, you know what? The Ottomans have not pounced on Byzantium yet, which is really weird. It's weird. Who's their ruler? Their ruler is... Yeah, their ruler's a militarist. I thought he would have done it by now. Very, very interesting. Okay, so we're going to take a break here, but I will say I am loving this expansion. There's a lot of different avenues to pursue now. There seems like things are a lot different. So we're going to have fun with it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you.